athletes.
Yeah, many of them.
And
Many
it's
of
just
them.
being uninformed.
Yeah, and it's interesting, and we'll talk in some upcoming episodes just about RED-S, which happens in many, a lot of times with young female athletes, even young male athletes, just not restricting energy too much, not getting enough calories to actually be able to deliver and perform. It's very common. I see this. Kids go to school and they don't eat very much for breakfast before they go to school.
Right.
They're not really hungry at lunch, or they don't like what's being serving. They're not snacking, like especially the high school athletes. They can't because their teachers don't let them. And then they're trying to eat all of their calories at a post-workout or a dinner meal, and they simply just can't get the calories they need to maintain health.
And I think it's going to be so amazing, you getting to share all this knowledge with our listeners over, the lifetime of our podcast, because it's so much information, and having it broke down into different episodes is very helpful for people like me, who it's like information overload and you need bits and pieces.
Yeah, you want bite size, like no pun intended.
You're like, wait a minute, I have no idea what you just said, but yes.
And that's the hope, is that we can really break it up into topics so that whatever's interesting, if you want to learn about RED-S, if you want to learn about protein for muscle growth, if you want to learn about hydration, if you want to learn about, whatever it might be, performance nutrition for endurance athletes, if you want to learn, and we'll even do sports specific nutrition, which will be really fun. Same thing for mindset. We're going to talk a lot about some of the mindset tools. Visualization. We're going to talk about the power of setting goals and holding yourself accountable. I mean, what else?
Oh my goodness. So the nutrition side of SPAN is huge. And then we have this other massive side of SPAN, which is the mindset and the winning mindset that an athlete has to have. And kids today, it's really sad actually, being in education for so long. I have seen this decline in kids being able to overcome obstacles and to emotionally deal with setbacks, athletes and non-athletes. But the athletes, that's our focus. And if they can't set goals, be okay taking risks and getting uncomfortable, having criticism and having feedback from coaches that's not positive all the time, they shut down. And so that's a huge part of what we're doing at SPAN, and kids need that. Like, our athletes need that.
And you always say this, and I think it's true. I mean, having worked in a corporate environment for many years now, I mean, over a decade, it's like truly having a growth mindset, like understanding that people that truly succeed are those who stand on a pile of their failures and they're able to work through those failures and come out the other side. And so I think as parents, it's hard sometimes not to want to buffer your child from any sort of failure,
for sure.
But it's the worst injustice you could do for them. In not letting them fail and learn how to recover and learn how to get back up.
Right. And we're coming out of the generation where, we didn't get participation trophies, but every year after.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby, if you ain't first, you're last.
It's like, wait a minute, you showed up. You don't get anything, But then we did go through that through almost like 15 years of, oh, you participated, so you get a trophy. But that's not reality. And so
that's
our
not
kids know, and our kids grow up, and when they get to college and they experience failure, they flounder, and it's terrible. Even, middle school, that starts to happen. But having that mindset where you're resilient and you have grit, and our athletes are missing that. And a lot of college coaches will even say, like, I can't take a kid who's not coachable.
Yeah. And there's certain things you can't. Teaching that grit, teaching that resilience it's something that has to be.
You have to let it happen organically. Yeah. And I have two boys. My youngest is only 7, so it's a different stage right now. But my oldest, that's the same age as your youngest, he is okay with failing. He kind of likes it. And I think that's because he's seen me fail a lot over time. And because
you model that.
I model it. Like, you're going to try things, you're going to fail, and then you just figure it out and do it again, or find a new way to do it.
You goldfish. Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, and I think also, and another big reason why we got into this is really just also wanting to make sure in that failure isn't final, and failure doesn't define who you are. And so a big part of what we're trying to do